What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to another weekly breakdown. We got some good news this week. Well, I mean, good news because we know what's going on. But before I get into it, I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to the trade of the week from last week. Let me share my screen over here. This is the buy for USD CAD that we set up. We're gonna set up another trade of the week this week, but just so y'all can get a gauge. We set it up at the beginning of the week. Price kind of played around a bit, and then some news came out, pushed price straight towards our entry area down here. We got pushed back straight back towards TP. It gave I gave a little notification out to the chats for people to go ahead and secure their trades and whatnot. So hopefully anybody that watched the video last week was able to watch the market and get into some profit. But without further ado, let's get into this week's video. We're gonna start off with DXY as always. That fragility that I was speaking on last week. Y'all know I think the dollar's mad fragile. And we were buying the dollar last week, but I don't particularly like buying the dollar right now. And I believe we're probably gonna break this low here. We touched that area here, and now the slate's kind of clean, and any more slightly negative data that comes out is just gonna keep pushing the dollar lower and lower. So sentiments like the interest rates and whatnot, that's all priced in. All that's priced in now. So right now we're kind of just working on sentiment, and sentiment doesn't seem very strong. So this week I'll be looking for the dollar to break lower here and give us some type of retest for a continuation down. So let's go to euro and see what that'll look like. Man, that trade was beautiful. Look at that. When we put the box all the way over here in Kingdom Come, but we didn't get the massive like we didn't get a second pullback to that zone for the buy, so not that great of a trade, honestly. But that's why, like, a lot of the trades that well, I wouldn't say a lot, but a good portion of the trades that I send out don't hit. I ain't gonna lie. They don't ever happen. Like, the entry never comes, because I'm really meticulous about the entries that I want. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to wait, and it keeps me it keeps me profitable. So it's how I like to trade. I don't like to get in an area that I wasn't anticipating getting into the markets. You know what I mean? Let me move this over here. So my face ain't all in the way. But I'll be looking to catch some buys on the euro. I honestly, like, I wanna watch her levels, but I know it's so strongly based on how the dollar is gonna be moving. I'll probably enter euro USD based on the dollar chart. So seeing that retest on the dollar chart is what's gonna make me enter here. So, but if I had to wonder where it'll actually be specifically on the euro chart, I'm guessing it'll be either towards this box I got marked here, or we gonna, like, match this little wick we got here, which is all reasonable. It's all, all reasonable, but we'll get some type of a break higher, so these levels might matter less after market opens. As I said before, I'm looking for a break lower on the dollar, so that'll look like a immediate buy up here. So I don't want to get in just randomly. I want to see it show that move and then pull back some, and then we get in on the discount. You know what I mean? And then US oil. Ooh. All right, so Well, I think we're gonna do U.S. oil for trade of the week this week because we talked about it last week. It's like we marked it up. I didn't want to be too I didn't want to be too particular on any bias at that moment when I was looking at the chart, just because I was just like, this is something I want to watch and see. And we've gotten a move according to what I had already tracked from the what it already gave us. So it had this consolidation, broke above it, a solid close above it, a retest and rejection above it. So it seems like USO wants to go higher. What I'd like to see here, because I still have this key level. Let me look back at it. Yeah, I still have this key level. I'd want to see, we're probably going to get rejection here, right? So I'd wait on the more conservative side. I'll give y'all the quick trade, but I'm gonna give y'all the conservative trade first. I'd want to see it like kind of reject this and kind of like teeter in this area, like it wants to break through, and then catch a retracement off of a healthy candle, a healthy green candle that comes up in this area. I'd want to see market play out something like that. But if you want to get in super duper, then you may be able to catch a pullback, another pullback towards this kind of weird indecision area right here, because there's a lot of indecision here. So I know there's money, there's orders here, and it might be like a little wick that kind of kicks off price towards this area. But I do like it to the upside, but I don't know if I like it to the upside for that long. We'll see what it looks like in this zone. Let's look it down. I'm kind of ignoring my RSI. I ain't gonna lie. But I just don't see anything like when it comes to like seeing divergence. I usually like can just like spot it off the cuff. I don't usually have to look that close, but I mean it's always good to look deep into things. Let's take a look at the 30 minute just to see how those candles looked. 15 minute. It's like this, because looking at the candles gives me a little bit of an idea of like how frantic or non-frantic traders have been in this little market, and it's not been like crazy. It's kind of been like decisive moves in oil recently. As you can see, yeah. I mean, like all markets are consolidated most of the time, but it seems fairly decisive. So yeah, I think we're gonna go higher from here. So, I'll say we want the buy. I'll be risky. I'll be risky with my reputation. I'll give the quick buy for the trade of the week. Trade of the week. Alright, let's get a long position. I say somewhere like around that indecision candle. And y'all remember these entries aren't like precise. They're they're zones. Stop losses, TPs, entries. These are all zones. It's probably best to TP at the bottom of that area. Be on the safe side, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like that. I like that there. Alright, let's go ahead and publish it on TradingView. Stamp it. You got to stamp it. There we go. Go. Oh God. And oil has shown it wants to go higher. We are looking to trade off a slight retracement. There we go. I gotta be very precise about my words. Oh, stupid. Trade safe. Trade smart. Trade drippy. Hold on. There we go. Like to be, tell people to be safe, you know what I mean? You can't just be, oh, stupid. There we go. There we go, live in effect. Sorry, my software kind of glitched on me for a second, but as you can see, I got 6 minutes left to edit the idea, so it's there. It ain't going nowhere. Can't shift and change it. So if it's a terrible trade and it just melts through, I gotta live with that. I gotta live with that. And but you know, that's why we're not risking. As you can see, we're not risking much. And you know, I only ever risk between 1 to 3% regularly on my account, and then like every now and then with some bigger, heftier trades that I'm more confident in because I've been tracking them longer, I'll risk more like 5 to 7% every now and then. But I don't make a habit out of that. But let's get back into the rest of these markets. Take a look at gold. Gold has gone higher. She broke down towards the area we had marked off. We got this slight down move here, and that's what we were thinking was happening because it was we were diverging a bit down here. It didn't drop all the way down to this area, but like I said, these are zones. They're not supposed to be super extra precise for these videos. I do teach precision trading. That will be in the course that I have coming soon, but stick around long enough, you'll know everything you need to know anyway, so it won't really matter. But gold has gone higher, which I thought would happen. We were looking to get in buys down here so we could get into this trade. I personally wasn't looking and watching gold. I was talking about it on some a few different videos and a few different lives I did before. So some members got in and were able to catch this buy here, but I personally didn't trade it. If I was looking to get in, I'm honestly, with everything, with the fragility of the dollar happening right now, I am more like leaning towards getting in and seeing about this. It's just so overextended right now that I want to see like we got this pullback here, which lets me know that I'll be okay risk wise getting in on another pullback as long as it doesn't, wipe out a whole bunch of extra lows. Now we'll see this week how far she wants to come back. I would love to catch an entry off of here. You know what I mean? That would be beautiful. But gold likes to just kind of run, so we may not even get that entry. But I'd love for her to pull back towards this 2.58 level here, and I'll see if it looks like it wants to reject that level to the upside. Then I'll definitely get in, and I usually get in off of 30-minute, 15-minute time frames. Not so much I more like track my trade on the 15-minute, and I usually get in on the 30-minute. That's usually how I roll with that. But yeah, I'd love to see her break down, take out these lows here. Yeah, honestly, yeah, without even going this low, just taking out these lows here, I'd love to get in for sure. So this area is this whole area here is probably gonna be a good discount for a short-term move back towards this high that she's already created here. Next, let's look at Bitcoin. Oh wow, massively diverging. So Bitcoin's gonna buy. I can see that. I saw that instantaneously. D2 divergence. So we got D2 divergence going on. Bitcoin's getting stronger relative to the market, but this is the 15-minute. I spotted it really quickly because it's a 15-minute time frame. But cryptos, in essence, like the lower time frames are a little bit stronger with cryptos. So like I will mark divergence on the 15-minute when it comes to like intraday type of moves. But seems like she wants to go higher. She's going higher. These two green candles here. I don't know how far that wants to push in the short term, but let's go on the higher time frames and take a look real quick. Weird. So you would think that she wants to sell right now, but so that means we're probably gonna keep consolidating here for a second before going for a slight little dip off towards. And see, that's the thing about divergence on the lower time frames, and going with it, because if you don't have it in full context, then you might spot divergence and take a trade and go to sleep when it's a trade that you should only be in for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? So it's just making sure you give yourself as much context as possible. So seeing that it wants to buy in the short term, but the chart's probably going to pull price down, it means it's probably going to consolidate for a little while longer here, and before we get a move down. So like, you could sell off the top. I wouldn't, but you could sell off the top, because I know she's gonna pull back towards some of this here before she does anything else. You could sell off the top, or you could just wait for her to pull back all the way back to this entry here, and find some strength, some bullishness for her to go higher. Now, I ain't gonna lie, with this really, really fat candle, I'd be very wary about this trade here. It's probably on the riskier side just because it's crypto, and candles Bitcoin has left a lot of that behind in the short term, but it's also wicked towards it in the midst of going higher. So like, if you're trading on a smaller account, I'd probably just stay away from it or trade one of the altcoins, because like, she could do something like buy off of this, right, and then she's teetering, and it's like a wick down that just comes like all the way down here, but it's only like a 2-minute wick or something like that. You know what I mean? Or mad quick, but your account's gone. You know what I mean? So just be careful in trading Bitcoin. All right, next, what we got? We went through forex, we went through crypto, went through gold, looked at oil. Ooh. All right, so that's a weird drawing. I don't know why I left that there. It's like, oh, cause I marked out both scenarios. Yeah, that's why. But let's just kind of get rid of that. She obviously did that scenario. um, I think. Oh yeah. So a lot of things are just kind of like being a little like a lot of instruments right now are just showing a lot of strength in like weird moments. I ain't gonna lie. The past couple of the past like 3 months, I'll say a little more bullish than not very much, but slightly more bullish historically than now than historically is what I mean. Like it's been a little more uppity than you'd expect, and that's why I'm like the dollar going higher. Like that was it's fragile. It's fragile. If it does decide to, if the dollar does start buying up this week, next week, anytime in the short term future, I don't trust it. I feel like it's like a bubble. It's a really pretty bubble. You know what I mean? But if you poke it, it's gonna pop. All right. But we got Nasdaq going. We got Nasdaq going higher. I wouldn't want to see it. I would like this entry still. But that's like for the long term. For the short term, I think maybe taking out these lows here, and then going higher. But I wouldn't. I think I would lose confidence in Nasdaq if she goes lower than this zone here. In the short term, like if it we have a down week in like 2-3 weeks ish, and we get down there, then it is what it is. But as far as like the week ahead, I'd want to see her take out these lows here. So let me not put that box. Let me take out those lows here and kind of get into that box and buy off. Maybe a little lower, but I wouldn't want to see her get down here for a buy this week. You know what I mean? And then so we got the trade of the week. I actually one of my members gave me EUR so sideways, ain't it? It's such a sideways pair. It's probably why I lost the trade. I haven't traded it in a long time, but one of my members was like, "Hey, can you look at this and give me your opinion?" So it looks weak. I ain't gonna lie, it looks mad weak. It looks super. It looks like it wants to go lower. Catch an actual trade. So let's dig into it. It's been falling. It's like it's a whole 5-way. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, so it's like a little 3-point correction going on right now. 1, 2. We're probably gonna see a buy up, and that'll be the end of the 3-point correction for her to continue to go lower. So I think I'd want to trade somewhere out of this zone. All right, let's look a little deeper. Yeah. So we're seeing euro buy with the dollar, or against the dollar at least. Depending on news that comes out, she may just tank lower. But I'd want to see some bullishness. Actually, well, we're getting some divergence already. It's the hourly. Um, yeah, we're getting some some slight bullish signals. So I want to see her buy up towards take out, maybe either touch. No, I wouldn't say take out. I want to see it buy up at least towards this area. If not, come even see about this little gap here, and then I look for some weakness to go to the downside, um, and be able to actually trade lower. All right. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Alrighty. If you're new here, if this is your first time watching videos, make sure you hit that sub button and hit the bell icon. There's no reason to hit the sub if you don't hit the bell, because you want to get the info first. This is time sensitive information. You need to know it on Sunday, so when the market open up, you're prepared and ready. You got all the tools in the tool belt, and you're ready to do what it does with your money. All right. And comment if you want me to mark up a specific pair, anything, stock, indice, commodity, whatever it is. We're going to go through it and see if we can find you an entry. All right. I love y'all. Make sure you're kind of